Hello and welcome, everyone. So far, this has been a good Monday for me. I feel that vibe and energy and upbeat. I think because I took a day off yesterday, that could be it. Definitely. Or it could be planetary changes that are going on. I'm going to see if I can bring up the share here. Close off some of these other windows. There we go. And I'm going to bring up the share. Hang on. Dun, dun. Just go with the flow, Mary. That's all you got to do. Just go with the flow. Share screen. Share screen. Chrome tab. So here you go. This is it. Oh, where is it? Sharing. There we go. I'm going to do it more in a full screen and maybe with me popping up there. There I am. Hi. Hi. See? There we go. So here we go. Here's this beautiful chart we have. This is January 24th, 2022 at 9:47 a.m. So it's right now, baby. So we still have the moon in Libra. So the moon is in Libra and Mars has just gone into Capricorn. We have Venus there. She is slowing right down. And we have Mercury heading towards Pluto. We had that Gazini this weekend, and the sun is moving towards Saturn. We have this quincunx with the node, the north node here. And we have here this square with coming into Mercury. Now, the moon, as it goes into Scorpio, we're going to be feeling that 3/4 square. So the last quarter square. So it's the last quarter square because it's not an open one. Like if it was on this side, that means we'd be heading towards a new moon. When it's the last quarter square, that means, a full moon. This is meaning that we're heading towards a new moon because things are closing off, baby. Things are closing off. And we have a nice little trine here to definitely to Uranus. I mean, there's that nice little trine. So we have some really great energy that's going on here. A little bit frustrating energy. So let's just move this and see. And as the moon goes, there it goes, there it goes. Moon's moving along, moving along. And here's when we're going to feel something coming up, and that'll be probably later on this evening. So in around 10:47, you're going to start feeling probably tomorrow morning with the moon is going to go over the south node in Scorpio. So I'm going to stop the share. Stop share. Stop share. And so you can see me. So let me explain all of this. Let me try and explain all of this. So one of the things is the Mars. Mars is the big one because Mars is going to be here for a while. Mars is in a place where he's exalted. He's happy. They love Mars in there because Mars is a warrior and he's going to get stuff done. Mars being in Capricorn is a very it's not like when he's in Aries because then he's home, or even with Scorpio. This is where he, when he's in Aries, and he rules, is like he wants to win no matter what. It is like, I am first, I am number one, look at me, and that's really what got us through a lot of 2020 was that Mars retrograde. Because when Mars was retrograde in Aries, that was really helping us. He was in there till January 6th, 2021. So he was in there for quite some time. And he was really wanting us to push forward through all the shit that we were going through in 2020. Now he's coming into Capricorn. As he's coming into Capricorn, I begin to look around and see, okay, what's been happening over the last few weeks with this energy? Because the thing is that Capricorn's ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is the ruler. Like, he wants to rule, he wants rules. He wants to make sure that everything is done at an appropriate time, at an appropriate pace. This is, this is the checks and the do's and the don'ts. And Saturn wants to make sure all the do's and don'ts and all the boxes get checked off. And Mercury's coming in to uphold that, to uphold the checks and the balances. Now, the thing is with, I should say Mars. The thing is with Mars is like, I want to go and get things done. I'm going forward to get things done, right? And he's not one to start the conflict. He is one that really holds things internally. So expressing oneself is not really a big thing with Mars. To say, oh, I'm not really, sort of like, oh, if you go into the office and let's say there's a project and you're working on a project, and he's not the one who goes in there and says, you know what, this, I really don't feel right with this project. He's the one who goes in there. It's like, no, I'm not doing this project. This is not aligned. This is no, I'm not doing it. That's Mars and Capricorn. Mars and Capricorn is really going to be the one who's going to fight and going to bring the fight. He's not going to start the fight necessarily, but he's going to bring the fight. He's going to win at any cost. So when I sit back and I take a look at everything that's going on in the world, I'm like, oh, wow, this is pretty cray-cray, with everything that's going on. We had this at, in 2020 when he was there. The difference is when Mars was there, he was there with the Mafia brothers. So what was he fighting against? Right? What was he fighting against? I mean, he was fighting against, okay, there was a pandemic or plandemic coming out. There was lockdowns coming in, restrictions coming in, and having these restrictions coming down. Now Mars is like, okay, you want this done? You got it, baby. We're getting it done. So in comes Mars, and Mars was making sure things were getting done. This is what we're going to do. This is what I am. I am the warrior. I am the one coming in for the fight. Now we have him coming in 2022, and Jupiter and Saturn are not there. It's Pluto. Pluto's there. Pluto's holding the house down, and he has an agenda of what he wants done in Capricorn. He wants, he's going to be bringing up a lot of different rules and regulations, but he's also bringing up the root of things. We have Mercury coming back in there, and Mercury is going to be the one that's like, okay, does this make sense? And Mercury will play the benefic or the malefic. Okay, he'll play either side. That's what Mercury does. Pluto and Mars are kind of malefics. Saturn is a malefic. That means they're going to do things, but sometimes it can be taking you to the dark side. It can take you to places that you don't want to go. That means if you are wanting to fight me, I am going to stand up and we will fight. Now, this could be in a diplomatic way, but chances are the way Mars works, sometimes diplomacy does go out the door. Now, Venus is there, which is very nice and humbling, where she wants to come in, but she is making a little trine over to Uranus, and Uranus is saying, hey, you know what? I'm not sure what's going to happen here. And Venus rules Taurus, and that's where he is. And he's like, I'm not sure how this is going to work out. And she goes, I don't know either, but I'm trying to get my head wrapped around it. But, I'm kind of stationary and I'm not sure. And she likes to be in Capricorn as well. She likes things in order. She likes to see how things get done. She wants to make sure, but she's not going forward right now. So she's been working on different relationships, the economy, like she's saying to Uranus, the economy, the money. Well, he goes, hey, it's been 87 years since I've been in here, and you guys haven't really done too much since the last Great Depression with your economy very well, have you? So I think it needs a little bit of a shakeup. Don't you think? And we're like, what? So stock market's down, Bitcoin's down. And also with Neptune coming in, that's media, looking at the media, what kind of propaganda is still trying to be played off? What is that fear mongering that's still trying to come in? And along comes the sun and this and the moon is this internal. It's going to go over the south node, and the south node of Scorpio is like, don't get lost in the fear. Don't get lost in the fear, because the fear is going up 110%. The fear is rising up there, but we don't want to go there. We don't want to go there. And the sun is creeping up to Saturn, and the sun doesn't really like to be in Aquarius. It wants to be across the street, because I want to be in Leo so I can shine and be my brilliance because I'm a Leo. And Saturn goes, I don't give a fuck who you are. This is my house. This is my rules. And this is how we're doing it. You don't like it? Too bad, so sad. You're going to follow along with this. So we have this aggravation of energy that's there. And we're feeling it. We're feeling it internally. We're feeling it, with Uranus in Taurus, that has to do with supply chain, that has to do with banking, that has to do with everything to do with growing things, getting things to market. And we're seeing it. We sit back and we're like, whoa, okay. So when is this going to end? That's what everybody asks. When is this going to end? Well, Uranus moves slow, very slow. So it's going to take him a while to get through here. We're probably not going to see anything for another 3 to 4 years with him. Mercury or Mars being in Capricorn, it's going to be a couple months. So we're going to see and feel a lot of aggravation happening in and around, not only personally, but around the world. We're going to see where you draw the line and say, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm standing up. I'm not complying with what you say and what you do. And this is where you find it kind of like that backbone comes in, and you're just like, whoa. And the thing is, Capricorn rules bones. It rules structures. So it's looking at what the structures that need to get dismantled, the structures that need to be redone, the laws that no longer service us. But we will hear a lot of disgruntledness out there. There's crazy things still happening in the world because Saturn is in Aquarius, and he wants regulations and he wants order and he wants things done in a different way. But Uranus is shaking shit up and shaking things up and having you take a new look at the world around you. Taking a look at what kind of communities do you want? What kind of community do you want to belong with? What kind of government do you want? What kind of place do you want to have in this world? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it taste like? What is the colors? What is that energy about it? Because Uranus, we can never tell what the hell he's going to do, because he's a little bit erratic, and he's going to shake things up in new and crazy, crazy ways. And where he is right now, we can go by history and we can look at it. It's like, you haven't been there for about 80 some years. Boy, you're at the point of when a country invaded another country, where forced mandates were upon another country and forcing things upon other people. This was a time when people wanted to turn their back and not really take a look at what really is going on in the world. The difference is we got Mars and Capricorn. Mars and Capricorn saying you got to start taking a look at what's going on in the world and allow your light and your love to shine. This isn't a time to dim your light. This isn't a time for you to run off and go hiding in the woods. This is a time for you to illuminate, because your illumination is going to make the change. You don't think so? It's going to be illuminating your home. It's going to illuminate the people around you. Your actions, your response to things are huge. And this isn't a time to comply. This is a time to stand up. Many have complied and have seen what the consequences are when you comply. And I've always said, and I still will state it, when I see a crowd of people running towards something, I'm running fuck the other way. I ain't going towards with that crowd. I'm not going in that direction. When I see a bunch of people saying, "Ooh, he's the best in the world," I'm just like, are you sure? Are you sure? I said that when Obama came in, and people are saying, "Oh, but he's the first black president. He's this, he's that." I'm like, so I'm judging people on being human, not on the color of the skin, not on your sexual orientation. It's judging people on who they are and the actions they take. That is how this energy comes in. That's that new Aquarius energy. That's the transformation and changes that are coming in. It's like judging people for who they are on the actions that they make. Doesn't matter about anything else. This is coming in and looking at the truth of the heart. Where is the heart? Where are you standing firm? Because Mars is saying, I'm ready to fight. And that goes for both, all sides. So this is coming in to a fight. What kind of fight is coming in? Sometimes it doesn't mean boots on the ground. A fight can be many things. Gandhi sat down and had peaceful protests, made huge changes, huge waves. That was a fight. So this is another fight that we have in, and it's not only in Canada, it's not only in the United States. They had huge Washington, D.C. and people protesting, but it's people like in Norway. It's people in Finland. It's people in the UK. And always watch something that's there. Remember, there's some other agenda that's still going on. And that's what we got to understand with Uranus in Taurus. There's another agenda going on. Saturn's there. Neptune can bring in the illusions. It is the media. It can set you up for some craziness. So this is where your grounding comes in. This is where your practice comes in. And if you are feeling overwhelmed and anxious and this is a time. This is like, okay, what can I do? How can I work with this? Do I need to call somebody? Do I need to book in a consultation? Do I need to see Mama? She has different plans, for 3 sessions, 6 sessions, or 9 sessions. Or maybe this is where you want to talk to a doctor or maybe even another type of counselor. This is the time to really get things together for yourself. And I'm going to stress to you all, please, 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 if you cannot stock up, get help. Go to the food bank. Talk to your neighbors. Talk to your friends. Stock up. If you can only, like, if you're buying 1 can of beans, buy 2 can of beans. That's what you need to do. Do not panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. But come in and come with your divine and your light and do what you need to do. If you need cat food, dog food, please start stocking up if you haven't already for your animals, especially if your animal has dietary needs. Your cat can't go to the store and buy the food it needs. Neither can your dog. Just an FYI. Although they might think they can, they really can't. They really can't. So this is a time of really thinking, grounding, coming in. Even though the ground around us may feel like it's shifting, we're in this for a while. So let's prepare. Let's get ready. I've been saying it for a long time. I've been saying it since 2019. Now it's like really seeing it. If you need extra cash in your house, make sure you start bringing cash into your house. Don't be leaving too much in the bank. Banks are changing. That's Uranus and Taurus. They've just made out some new policies last week in all the banks, TD Bank, CIBC, Berkeley Bank of the UK, Wells Fargo in the United States, and quite a few other banks in and around the world are making changes and laws that are coming in that maybe you may not even know about or pay attention to. So just an FYI. Also watch out for branches closing down and less branches being there and less tellers. So this is change. This is moving into a new format of change for all of us and setting us into a new, and my guide said, a new identity of our humanity, of our connections, of how we can work together and getting rid of anything that is not in this alignment with us. So we do have some work ahead of us all, and it is a long haul, but we can do it because we are the shining lights. This isn't a time for light workers to check out. This is a time for you to stand up. And even that is standing up just with your family, just with your children, your grandchildren, with the neighbors' children. Talking to your neighbors, making sure that they're okay. That's going to be a big one. So it might be a change. Maybe you haven't even talked to your neighbor before. So now it's like, knock, knock, knock. Hey, how you doing? Made some cookies. Wanted to share. You know, that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful way of connecting. So connect with one another, open the doors, and let's make this world the way that we want it, brilliant and bright and beautiful. Have a blessed one, everybody. And may the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you. Go to the go to the gurumama.com to book a consultation. Also, if you want to do the tarot class, it starts in March and it's $99 right now. It's 5 weeks. So the tarot class will be starting in March. So let me know. Always have payment plans for everything. Blessed be, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.